It's Sunday today, which I find to be actually one of the saddest days of the week because all I can think about all day is that tomorrow is Monday and it's back to work. Hello everyone, it is Samantha and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I'm here today to share with you guys my April book haul, so all of the books that I acquired in the month of April, which was quite a few actually. I wasn't expecting to either purchase or receive this many things, but yet here we are. Also, I can't believe it's May. It feels like it was just Christmas. So first things first, I received one more book packet. So first things first, I received one more birthday package this month from my friend Nina, and she sent me this coloring book, which is so me. It is a Fuck Off, I'm Coloring, because in case some of you guys don't know, I have a very foul mouth, so this was a very apt thing for her to get me. And then she also sent me a copy of their zine that she's doing with her friend, which is Word Dashes. It's a bi-monthly art and literary digest. I read her first one that she sent me and I loved it, so you guys should go and check it out. I'll leave the links down below, but it's definitely a lot of fun. It has her and her friend's artwork and poetry and writing in it, and I really enjoyed the last one and I can't wait to read this one again. The next book I have to share with you guys is one that I received in my P.O. box yesterday, and it is The Initiation by Babu. This is from a press that I have never heard of before. It is called Permuted Press, and it is a futuristic story that is set in a futuristic Manhattan that's basically been segregated off from the rest of the country due to cyber terrorism, superbugs, and just all sorts of different futuristic apocalyptic type things. And so there's a new society emerging called New America, and this book follows our main protagonist of Gratton, who must survive a test called the Initiation, and he's hoping that by passing this test he'll not only save his life but also the life of his mom. So seems like it'll be kind of an interesting book. I don't read too many futuristic stories. They're not always my favorite books to read because for whatever reason I find them to be kind of upsetting, particularly when the futuristic version of our world seems like it could be plausible. I don't know why, I just find it upsetting. But this one does sound interesting. It kind of sounds like a mixture of like The Hunger Games meets like Maze Runner or something. So I don't know. At some point I will be getting to this one, which I say with like every single book ever. So many books, so little time. The next book I have to share with you guys is a gorgeous book that my friend Dustin sent me that he found at a bookstore, and he had to send it to me because he said it was just, you know, reminded him of me, which he's very right. Once you see it, you'll get it too. And it is Charles Dickens' Christmas book. So all of his Christmas stories in this gorgeous old like leather bound green edition, and it even has like a little built-in bookmark. I wasn't able to find a year when this was published, but I just need to do some researching to find that out, because I have like the publisher and stuff in here, which is Heron Books. But it's a gorgeous, gorgeous edition, and it has like some of the original artwork in it. And then, oh, look at that, it's from the chimes. So this is a gorgeous book that I absolutely love. So thank you very much, Dustin, for sending this one to me. It's going to be a very beautiful addition to my collection. He also sent me this print that I'm in love with, and I cannot wait to find a frame for, and it is this fox print. Like, could that be more me? From the scarf to the plaid shirt, to the fact that it is a fox, which I love foxes. Foxes and wolves are two of my favorite animals, and owls. So I love this so much. So thank you very much, Dustin, for sending me this package. It was a nice little surprise. So the next book that I got, what came this past week, and I was really, really excited to get this one, but then I was really annoyed with myself, which you will find out why in a minute. But I finally got Assassin's Fate by Robin Hobb in the UK paperback. This finally got released in paperback in March, and it's the last one that I needed to complete my collection. However, there was an issue because I was an idiot and didn't look at the measurements, and that's, I bought the wrong size, so I'm a little sad. I am gonna actually repurchase this at some point because it's just gonna bug me that I finally got all of them. And the new redesigned cover is the exact same size except for this one. It was my own fault. I didn't read the measurements. I wish they made it more clear, like in the description, that this is like the UK mass market versus the UK trade paperback, but you know, we'll just go with it. These things happen. This also isn't the first time I've done this. I did it with Ship of Magic years ago too, but oh well. Apparently I did not learn my lesson. But regardless, look at this cover. Isn't it so pretty and shiny? I love it. I love it, love it, love it. This is probably one of my favorite covers from the new UK paperbacks, simply because of the colors, because it's like teal, and I love teal, clearly. The next book that I picked up was Mansfield Park by Jane Austen in the Word Cloud Classic editions. I now have all of Jane Austen's books in the Word Cloud Classics, and I love these editions, as you guys know. And it's a really pretty mint green with pink writing, and then it has a little flower on the spine, and then there are flowers on the end pages of this one. So I love these editions so much. This is hands down my favorite classic edition, plus they're super affordable, which is pretty damn great. The next book I picked up was one that I needed because I finished book 1 and I needed book 2. Like, I needed it. It wasn't a want, it was a need. And that was Grey Sister by Mark Lawrence. I finished Red Sister this month, loved it so much better than I was expecting it to be. So I immediately had to pick up Grey Sister, and here we are. And I've already read it, loved it even more than book 1, and I cannot wait for Holy Sister. Like, it's, oh, I think it's next year. I don't know if I can wait, guys. This book was so good. You'll hear a lot more about it in my wrap up, but this has definitely redeemed Mark Lawrence for me as an author. I was pleasantly surprised by these books. I wasn't the biggest fan of his Broken Empire trilogy, so this one definitely sold him as an author for me, so very enjoyable. The next 2 books I received from Penguin, and it's because they just did a redesign of these covers, and the 3rd book's coming out soon, and that was An Ember in the Ashes and A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir, and I have heard really fantastic things about this series, and I've been meaning to pick it back up again for ages. I started the audiobook of Ember in the Ashes, but I never finished it. I think I only got about 100 pages into it, and I was enjoying it, but I just had to return it because I was using Overdrive, and I was never able to get it back again, or I don't even think I ever tried, but oh well. Now I own the books and I'm very excited to read them. I'm hoping to read them fairly soon because I know Reaper at the Gates is coming out soon, and I want to know like what happens in the series, and I keep having people tell me that I will enjoy it. So I definitely want to get started on finally reading it. Plus I kind of like these covers just because of the colors. I don't know, I find them to be kind of cool. Although I do know that they're a little bit controversial because a lot of people, understandably, were annoyed that they redesigned the covers before the 3rd one came out, which I understand. I really hate it when publishers do that too. But luckily, I didn't own the old covers, so I'm okay. That I picked up is because I've been hearing amazing things about the story, and it was on my most anticipated release list, and I definitely want to read it. And that is Children of the Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, and I have heard nothing but amazing things about this book. And I also love the naked hardback. Look at that. See? Clearly, some publishers know that some of us like to remove our dust jackets while we read. But I think this book is absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot wait to read it. I am hoping to get to this one in May because I want to know, you know, everything that happens in the story. The funny thing is that I don't actually know too much about the plot, which I'm okay with because I find, especially lately, that I like going into stories kind of blind, not really knowing what to expect. I do know it's a fantasy story set upon African mythology and heritage, and I'm very much looking forward to reading this. The last book I have to share with you guys is one that I was also sent by Tor, and it is The Queens of Innis Lear by Tessa Gratton, and it's basically a retelling of Shakespeare's King Lear, and it's about warring queens, and it sounds very exciting, and it's a standalone fantasy novel, which we don't have very much of, so this is something that I'm also hoping to get to fairly soon. Plus the cover is pretty dang cool. Like, look at that. So I'm very much a fan. I don't know, you know, I don't even think I've looked at the dust jacket under here. Let's see, it's all black. So not a very exciting naked hardback, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. All right, guys, that is it for my April book haul. Those are all the books that I acquired and picked up in the month of April. If you've read any of them, please let me know what you thought of them, because of course I always like to know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.